I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks, and I feel misplaced.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are ready for some extreme motivation today. There are so many things that I needed to catch up on for the week, and you all will see that this did not get all done in one day. It actually took me 3 days to get everything done, but that's okay because that's real life and it's just how it happens sometimes. But for this video, I'm going to be cleaning a few rooms in the house along with cooking and meal prepping. So come along with me and get motivated to tackle your to-do list as well.
Why don't we go back to your bedroom?
By the way, I am going to be doing a kitchen cabinet organization makeover really soon on my channel. I know almost every cabinet and drawer in here needs to be gone through and organized, especially my Tupperware cabinet. So make sure that you're subscribed for that. I'll be sharing all of my tips on how to make it look so much nicer, but functional as well, so that it's not a huge task to keep clean. So I'm really excited for that, and I can't wait to share it with y'all.
Feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to your bedroom?
Now I'm starting on cutting up some fruit for the week, and I'm using these containers in front of the sink that I have. We got from Bed Bath & Beyond last year. They work so much better than anything else I've ever used. And the best part is that they have vents on both sides, and the gray bottom piece is actually a drip case to collect the moisture from the produce. It keeps it from getting soggy. I know that's a horrible word to use, but it makes it taste so much better, obviously, and it also makes it last so much longer.
Let me go now. Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. What am I hearing? Saying you're moving back. When were you gonna tell me that? What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on? Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love
We typically always get fruit every time we go to the grocery store, and our go-tos are always either strawberries or blueberries because those are Kyler's favorites, and he will go through those like nobody's business. But a lot of times we buy the pre-cut fruit from Publix to make it easier. So I don't always cut them myself, but I try to as much as I can because you get more for your money, and I feel like it tastes a lot better because it's more fresh. And something I've been craving lately is watermelon, so I think I'll get that next time we go, but Kyler has been loving the pineapple. Okay, now we're on day 2, and I'm spending this day cleaning up our master bedroom. It was such a disaster in here, as you guys can see, and in need of some much needed attention. I always start in here by opening the blinds because all we have for light is our lamps right now. The remote we had for the ceiling fan light died, and it was just set to the ceiling fan. So when we flip on the switch by the door, the only thing that comes on is the fan. That may not even make sense to any of you, but what I'm trying to say is that I like the natural light because it seems dark in here without it. But anyways, it was time to change out the sheets again, so I'm taking the ones we have on off to be washed and putting a different set that I just washed on after they dry. I'm also changing the duvet cover back to the gray one we had on before this, and I'm so excited for the change.
We are who we are. Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. So come on now, let's be free. Just be yourself. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do.
We had a few shirts and jackets to be put on hangers from the laundry I did a couple of days before this, so I'm going to go ahead and put those up now.
Try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun. No problems coming in our way. I would like you just the way you are, and you would like me just the way I am, and I would like you just the way you are, the way you are. Oh, keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like to, what you like to do.
So we don't normally have toys in our room, but Kyler decided to bring his blocks in here to play this day, and he loves sitting underneath this desk for some reason. I guess it's just like a little space of his own, but I quickly cleaned those up and took it back to his playroom before moving on to the nightstands, which is always a huge mess in itself. I actually hate showing them on here because they're always so worn and we haven't had them that long, but it is what it is. And if you're wondering about the iPad on my side, it's what I use for my son's monitor, which what we have has been glitching so much lately. I use the Nanit monitor and I love it so much. I've always loved it, but I need to figure out how to fix it because the glitching is just getting on my nerves. But anyways, I'm using the Method wood cleaner on the furniture as always. It's been my go-to and I love the smell of it. But let me know what your favorite cleaners are and what you guys use all of the time.
I shut my eyes, trying not to speak, pretend that I'm dreaming. I smell your breath, not listening, but I still hear you screaming. Going under. One step away till you hear what I'm saying. Sounds like thunder. And the clouds are closing in. You see, I know this, but the last days in real life I've noticed. Losing focus, breaking up from our life as we know it. If someone had told me that I will take off and find something greener, greener than
Now I'm cleaning the top of this desk and it's where we drop everything coming into the room, so I'm thinking of getting rid of it or moving it because it takes up so much space in here. I don't know, we'll see though. But I also wanted to show you guys one of the new masks I got from Abercrombie recently. It came in a pack of 2 and they're so cute and comfortable. The other one is a brown color and I've been wearing that one a lot.
But the last days in real life I've noticed. Losing focus, breaking up from our life as we know it. If someone had told me that I will take off and find something greener, greener than
So this mirror I got not long ago from World Market and I love it so much. I had been wanting it for a while, but I kept looking around at different ones to make sure because it was a little pricey. But Tyler ended up getting it for me and it was on sale, so it was a win and I'm so glad that we were able to get it.
You needed me like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my depth, even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotion. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with.
Okay, now I'm finally vacuuming the room before putting the sheets and duvet cover on. And the vacuum cleaner I'm using is the Dyson Ball Animal. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But it cleans so nicely. We've had it for a few years now and I wouldn't use anything else on our carpet because it works so well. It's later in the day now, and I'm just putting on the sheets pretty much right before we go to bed, which worked out because we got to crawl into a warm and cozy bed this night, and I really don't think there's anything much better than that. The duvet cover is always a hassle trying to get on and off, but I really do like changing it up sometimes, and I definitely do like using the duvet better than using a comforter. It's much more comfortable in my opinion, and we've never used top sheets on our bed because they always get bunched up and they drive me crazy, but I actually read when we were looking into buying it that it's best not to use a top sheet with a duvet, so that works out best for us.
Felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders.
Once I have the buttons done at the bottom, I like to shake it out to make sure it's even all the way across. And I sleep the best when the sheets and the covers are tucked in tight on both the sides and the bottom, because we must move around a lot in our sleep, and I can't sleep when the covers are pulled one way or the other, or the sheets are all bunched up.
Nothing could stop us. Sunsets, remember the colors. They were wrong, it was way more than a dream.
The last thing I'm doing this day is putting the shams on and then calling it a night before moving on to the meal prepping the next day.
You and I floated on air in my mind. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back.
We are finally on to day 3, and I'm making 2 different meals for lunches throughout the week, and between both recipes it actually made 8 meals, so I was really happy about that. But the first meal I'm making is Southwest chicken salad, and I'm using some vegetable oil because we didn't have any olive oil at the moment, and all the spices, which is some salt and pepper, cumin, garlic powder, paprika, and onion powder. I'm also using some romaine, corn, black beans, cherry tomatoes, and the chicken. But the first thing I'm doing is adding the chicken in a bowl with the vegetable oil and the spices. And I'm going to be frying these on the stove for about 2 to 3 minutes on both sides before putting them on the cooking sheet to go in the oven.
No going back, there's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, we're riding on the dizzying heights.
Kyler was wanting to help me so bad, so I let him help me with the spices, and he really enjoyed it. He loves helping me in the kitchen so much and tells me all of the time that he wants to be a chef when he grows up. I think it's so sweet.
Everything's so much better.
Okay, now that I've added all the spices, I'm putting them on the stove and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to the pan.
Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong?
By the way, I will have these recipes that I used in the description box below if any of you are interested in making these for yourself.
To be done, I'ma drink at this page. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be 2 of us? And yeah.
Once I had the chicken in the oven, I rinsed and drained the black beans and the corn to go ahead and cook those.
An option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be done in my drink at this page. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold?
Now I'm going to put the lettuce and the tomatoes in the containers to go ahead and get that out of the way. And these containers we got from Amazon a few months ago. They're a little bigger than I thought they would be, but I love that they're reusable and microwavable. The chicken's done now, so I'm taking that out and letting it sit for a few minutes while I put the corn and the black beans in the containers.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth.
I'm just slicing the chicken and they were cooked for the perfect amount of time and the seasoning on them tasted so good. I probably put 5 or 6 slices in each container with both chicken breasts.
Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you. Hit you up, I'm on the other side. I miss you, miss you.
So here's the first finished meal and it was so good, topped with cheese and ranch, but you could also use some avocado ranch. I haven't tried it with that yet, but it sounds so good. And for the second meal, I'm making spicy chicken, broccoli, and sweet potatoes. And I'm doing the same thing with the chicken here, but I'm using different seasonings and I'm not cooking it on the stove this time. But the seasonings I'm using for this one is super simple as well. I just add the salt and pepper, paprika, onion powder, and some chili flakes.
Telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. Found myself in between the lines, underneath your bed sheets. It started fun, but now I'm in too deep into this flow. A zero-sum game that I will lose. There's no zipping past it. Every time you walk away from me, I want you. How could I want you more? Or when did I lose my perspective? Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shameless, can't get enough. I've lost you.
Once I added the chicken to the baking sheet, I put it in the oven to cook for 15 minutes on 450 degrees. And then after that, I started dicing the sweet potatoes.
Telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I'm like an outcast from pillar to post. There's no denial, I'm chasing ghosts. I'm like an outcast from pillar to post, hitting you up but I'm stuck on hold. Is it really a bad reception out there? Where are you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? Yeah, I lost you.
I really need to get a potato peeler. It would have made this so much easier, so my plan is to order one really soon. But I do love roasted sweet potatoes. They're so easy to make, and I do prefer to eat them roasted instead of mashed, especially when they're cooked a little longer and have a crispier texture.
I've lost you. For you. We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering what it's like to feel your skin.
So broccoli is the only vegetable I'm adding in with the chicken for this meal. You can obviously use whatever vegetables you want and add different ones together, but I just decided to stick with broccoli this time, which is really good roasted as well as the sweet potatoes.
You leave me hanging, begging for more. Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist to be a little risky and go for it, cause I want you close. I'm so exposed when you're keeping me wondering. You know I'd do anything to be in your arms again. So give me a sign, give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign, baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you, and here we go again.
The only things I add to the broccoli and the sweet potatoes are some vegetable oil and some salt and pepper, which is really all you need to add flavor. But I did add a little extra pepper to my sweet potatoes.
I just wanna let you know I could go for this, no more tricks. We could take things slow. Say you think about it too when the lights go out and there's...
I'm adding the sweet potatoes to a separate baking sheet and putting those in the oven with the chicken and broccoli at 450 degrees. And I'm only cooking these sweet potatoes for 15 minutes because we had somewhere to be this night after I was finished. But if you do want that crispy texture, I would cook it for a total of 30 to 35 minutes. But I would flip it every 10 to 15 minutes.
So give me a sign, give me a sign. Oh baby, just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you, and here we go again, staying up all night to see.
Once the chicken was done, I cut those into slices too, and then I added it into the containers with the broccoli while I waited on the sweet potatoes.
Give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me one more.
I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need
So I'm finally done with the second meal, and this one was probably my favorite one, but they were both super delicious, and I will be making them both again. But I really hope you all enjoyed watching and got all the motivation you needed to get it all done, even if it takes you a few days like it did me. And please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see y'all in my next one.
I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Though I want your touch.